Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation. We got a little bit of news, a little bit of an update. We know that the very first game of the year for the Dallas Cowboys is going to be the New York Football Giants. We also know that Thanksgiving is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, my people over at DLLS, they said that that first game of the year is a must win for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all think it is? We're going to talk about it right now.
They are an accident waiting to happen. Stephen A, hush your mouth, talking all that noise. You can hate all you want, but we still them boys. Dirty, dirty D, Texas where we stay at. We decide in order till you know that's where we play at. Hey, this year, this the payback. Yeah, we them Cowboys, and now we don't play that. Work, this is Cowboy Nation. Work, welcome to Cowboy Nation. Work, y'all can keep on hate. Work.
Cowboys Nation is the first game of the year, a must win for the Dallas Cowboys. It seems a little early in the year to be a must win, but I think I agree with the people at DLLS. This very well may be a must win. You know, last year when we played the Eagles, as we were getting into it and we were in training camp, our only goal was to just play the Eagles well. Hey, if we could just play them good, we think that we will have a pretty good year. Now, unfortunately, we played them good and then did not have a pretty good year. But that was our initial thought. Now, mind you, we was thinking this before we realized we weren't going to have Micah Parsons, da-da-da-da-da. Then we ended up with the Micah Parsons trade. Don't have him. Played the first game good. We thought, man, this is going to be a pretty good year. Yeah, it was not a pretty good year, unfortunately. But what that teaches us is that first games of the year are never, ever, ever must win situations. Now, with that being said, the Dallas Cowboys got to win the first game of the year. I'm sorry. They have to win this opening game. And it's not going to be easy. It's not. It's not going to be easy. Did you see the New York Giants draft class? I mean, the Dallas Cowboys had a good draft class, but the New York Giants also had a very Arvell Reese, who arguably one of the best players in the draft, right? And then they turned around and got a good offensive lineman that they need desperately, because that was one of the reasons why they didn't do very well. In the third round, I believe it's third round, when they got Malachi Lawrence is ours. I don't forgot the guy's name. Hold on. Let me look it up. They got in the third round Malachi Fields. Boy, I couldn't remember that. Malachi Fields, which is a very good wide receiver. Their offense is going to be much better because they have stability on the offensive line and they have new playmakers. They already had playmakers. Let me just tell you something. The New York Giants coming down the stretch at the end of the year was already becoming a better team. Now, don't get me wrong. Our loss to New York meant absolutely nothing, right? That meant absolutely nothing. The fact that Russell Wilson put up 40 on the defense was just a reminder. They were just the ones to point out the fact that our defense was horrible, right? But from an offensive standpoint, we were able to continually score on this team. We were able to put up the 40 points, right, to win. And we had to put up every point to get the W the first time. In the second game, we didn't have that where we had them, but we were sitting people down, basically tanking, trying to get a better playoff game. I'm not concerned myself with that. But as a whole, the Giants were a better team. So you have to assume, with new coaching, with a player like Arvell Reese, with a hungry new quarterback with Jackson Dart, this isn't, I say new, but I mean, obviously he played last year, but I'm just saying this isn't going to be just the pushover Giants, but we have to beat them, because this isn't barely able to make it into the playoff Cowboys either. At least that's how we feel, right? This is a team in the Cowboys who are supposed to be dominant, right? If you think about a team who has a top 10 defense and a number one offense, that team is supposed to be dominant. Now, I'm not saying yet that we're going to have a top 10, but we've already discussed at least top 15, right? 14, 15. That team should be fairly decent. Now, there's going to be some bumps and there's going to be some bruises, but what better way to get bumps and bruises than with a team that you should beat? And I know the Cowboys won't underestimate them. That's one of the very few things that we have this year going for us. We sucked last year. We're not the Superman that I know everybody's still going to be targeting us. But we're not that team that's going to be overconfident because we didn't get anything given to us last year. Matter of fact, we took our share of bumps and bruises and we got a lot to prove as well. And that's the reason why this is a must win for me. Like, this is a must-win situation. If you plan on winning the NFC East, you have to win this first game. You're going to all year long be complaining about the first game if you don't win it. That's a guarantee. I'm just telling you right now. No matter how you pick it up and get back into the swing of things and start going on winning streaks and that first divisional game that you didn't win would haunt you all season. So yeah, I got to agree with my people over at DLLS. The first game of the season is a must win. Now, that's a lot of pressure. You already have a defensive coordinator that's going to be, for the very first time, calling plays. I'm interested in knowing if he's going to call plays from the from down on the field, or if he's going to be up in the booth calling plays. I don't know quite yet, but and I'm sure he's probably going to play around with both of them in the preseason, or maybe he knows exactly what he wants to do. But I'm just saying that he's going to be, for the very first time, calling plays. This defense is going to be installed, or is being installed right now, right? People are learning the playbooks. They're trying to get into things. There's going to be a little bit of a test of bumps and bruises, trying to figure some things out. But the Cowboys can't afford to slip, right? The New York Giants are going to have the exact same thing. They have a coach that's coming in that's brand new. They're going to have a new playbook. They're going to have things that they have to do different. There's absolutely no excuses. All of the excuses that the Dallas Cowboys would have for letting this game go, the Giants have the exact same excuses. So with that being said, this is not one of those situations where we can just be like, oh, man, it's okay, man, if we drop this No. It is not okay to drop that first game. We got to win it. It's a must win for the Dallas Cowboys. Does that mean they won't go in the playoffs if they lose? No, it doesn't. But we got a lot on the line as far as player confidence, fan confidence. We need to win the game. Now, the Philadelphia game, that's a long ways away. We don't even know where the team is going to be at that time. I personally believe that there are going to be playoff implications by Thanksgiving. And that's not saying a lot. That's not like a hot take that you can grab from anywhere. I'm just saying that game is probably going to be fairly important. That's probably the game that will end up being a must-win situation, because if you don't win that game, you're probably going to be struggling with the winning the NFC East championship, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have the Philadelphia Eagles as good as they have been. I'm not agreeing that the wheels are falling off over at in Philadelphia. I just don't believe that they're going to be the team that they had been in the past. I think they're going to have a learning curve as well. Still a good team, but not as good as they have been. I think that it's going to be a situation that they're going to have some things to get used to. I think New York is going to be better, not than Philadelphia. I'm just saying a better team, right? I think that Washington has some pieces. I am still very confident that the Dallas Cowboys end up winning the NFC East. And because of that, both of those games, the Thanksgiving game as well as the very first game of the year, become very important, simply because they are divisional games. That may be the only reason. But Definitely feel like the Philadelphia Eagle game, Thanksgiving is always a big game. A lot of people watching. You want to be able to make a statement that you are the NFC East champs by that time. But way before we get there, we got to beat the New York Football Giants on the first game of the season. Man, that's all I had for you guys. Just wanted to talk a little bit about if the first game of the year was really a must-win situation. I kind of have to agree with my guys over there. We got to get it. Hey, man, that's all I got for you today, man. If you want to hit the subscribe button for us, hit the notification button so you always know when we're dropping videos. Additionally, put in the notes what you want us to be able to talk about. There's certain players. People have questions. We've been doing our player spotlights, so hopefully you've enjoyed those. Just keep intact. You can get us on social media, Defending the Boys on Instagram, Defending the Boys on TikTok, and Defending the Boys with the DA on X. Man, this is D Will, and this is also Defending the Boys. I will holler at you.